This is the Acushnet Bicycle and Pedestrian Safety Committee, our meeting for the month of March. And can I get a motion to open the meeting?
Okay, I make a motion, we open the meeting.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. So we just have a couple things to go over, and then we have a presentation from Chris Welch of SERPED, Southeastern Regional Planning and Economic Development District. So first of all, we need to approve our minutes from last meeting, which
Everyone received them and reviewed?
We did review them already on email.
Okay,
Motion to accept?
Aye.
second,
All in favor?
aye.
Yes.
Aye. Okay. Next is the spring Safe Routes to School event. Last year, we did a bike rodeo. That was in the fall. We do want to do that again this year. We talked last meeting with Angela Ruggiero from the school, and we were thinking of maybe doing a bike walk, but only having them walk around the track. So I'm still waiting to hear back from Colleen from Safe Routes to School as far as anything goes with that, so she can help us plan that. So until then, it's kind of on hold,
Yeah,
all right?
okay, yeah, very good.
And we talked last month too, I think, about Pope Park parking lot, was somebody mentioned that it needs repainting, and some of the, where the parking area is and where the cars are supposed to drive, it's kind of hard to see. So I guess, have to contact DPW about that, yeah. And that I haven't done yet, but,
You want me to do that?
yeah.
All right, I'll go over there and
Is it Dan? Is his name Dan?
I'll go right to the office.
Yeah,
They know me over there.
all right, that sounds good.
That's probably not a good way.
All right, so Eric's gonna get in touch with them and see what we can do. And that gets us to number 5, which is the presentation from Chris.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Chris, hi.
Thanks for having me today. So, as you guys said, I'm here to present about the master plan. I'd like this to be more of a conversation, though, too, to definitely get you guys' insights on bicycle infrastructure in town and just general traffic safety and the like. So just to quickly breeze through for people that aren't familiar.
Can I just?
Yes.
We have a guest, Rick Mercier, who's interested in maybe joining us. You can sit over there.
Yeah,
so you can see
that's
See the
okay.
screen.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. So the master plan, which, if you're unfamiliar, is a 10-year document meant to kind of develop these long-term strategies for a variety of different topics, including transportation, economic development, housing, land use, and the like. So we operate in 27 different communities in the region, yours included. We've run, I think, furthest in the west is Plainville, furthest in the east is Wareham. So that's why I'm here. And the project leads on this are the town planner of Acushnet, Victoria, and my co-project manager, Lizette. She's actually at the master plan committee meeting right now presenting. So that's why she cannot join us tonight. So just to quickly walk through the project timeline. So we've already kicked off the project, and we've also held several meetings with the MPC and the public. We've also had a discovery workshop. So essentially what that is a event where we put on the existing conditions findings that have taken place since the project has started. So that's mapping, so that's looking at you folks' infrastructure, roads. It's looking at hard data and statistics that we kind of gathered from state databases. And in that packet, actually, we have a bunch of the boards that we had kind of showcased at that open house. I think it's closer to the back of the, yeah.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
Are the government cutbacks going to affect your
Operation?
plans?
This plan in particular is state funded, so no. So we should be good to go on that front. But good question. So currently it's still kind of in the discovery phase. We're going to have more events. I can talk about those a little bit more in a little bit. And essentially what we're trying to do right now is gather feedback from the community, from town staff and committees such as yourselves, to kind of put all of this information together so we can distill what the final goals and strategies will look like, and that's what the end product is in the master plan, is goals and strategies for what you folks would like to see in the town over the next 10 years. So the kind of next leg of this after the discovery is the feedback phase, where we bring these draft goals and strategies to the master plan committee, and we go through a review to determine which ones are going to need adjusting or which ones we're planning on keeping and the like. And finally, the plan should be in a draft stage by the end of the calendar year in December. So that's kind of the timeline for this right now. And concurrently with this, we also have a water management plan and an open space and recreation plan that's also taking place at the same time to develop a open space and recreation plan. And then the water management will be kind of looped into the master plan as a separate chapter topic. So yeah, and then just to quickly go through, we have a project website up already. We have 2 surveys live as well. We have a master plan survey, and we have the open space and recreation water management plan survey. Just to quickly breeze through, we just have some general information about what a master plan is for folks. We also have connections to where resources are regarding the plan, and we also have a timeline of events, like I mentioned. And we also have the boards posted that we showcased at that discovery workshop, which I believe was, I want to say, either last month or January. So yeah, feel free to peruse this. I'm more than happy to send the link over to Lori, and she can send it to you folks. Also on here, we have some of our mapping that I had mentioned, and this is pretty timely. It's funny that the bike and pedestrian routes kind of popped up on there. That I'm going to go into in a little bit on our story map. And let me just get back to the slides.
This is your website?
What was that?
Is this your website?
Yes.
We can go to this website?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it is public. So residents can peruse it and view all the...
And you have a survey on it? Is that what the survey is?
So
The master plan survey on that?
So the survey itself, I can actually show you guys real quick. Especially if you haven't taken it yet, which I highly recommend you do.
Right, yeah. I haven't personally, no.
So we have an online version right now. We're also going to make paper copies, potentially to put at either Town Hall or the Parting Ways building. So essentially what the master plan survey is asking is for resident feedback on these specific topics. So for example, we go through topic by topic. So the first one is land use and zoning. So we ask residents their perceptions on the zoning, or the current state of zoning and land use in town. Then we go to housing, economic development, open space. Actually, open space is the separate survey. It goes through a variety of topics for us to get your feedback for the plan.
Chris, these are just for the residents of Acushnet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do parse out in the survey whether you are, like, you list yourself as a resident as well, because we're mainly trying to get Acushnet feedback for an Acushnet master plan, right? Like, but yeah. So yeah, here's the survey. I'll include this in the materials. I'll send to Lori so you can access it. If you prefer a paper survey too, just let us know. We can get you a copy. Where was I going with that? Right, so we have a pretty robust engagement timeline right now. So what that means is we're planning on attending a variety of events or meetings such as this one. Like we have here, March 18th, today, or not today, sorry. That would be next Tuesday. We're also presenting at the PTO. We're trying to get a wide variety of input from a wide variety of demographics as well as town. That way we can get as much information and feedback as possible from as many residents as possible. Our next deep dive that is going to focus more on open space and recreation and as well as national and cultural resources. That'll be April 10th. We're also, we've partnered with the library at a couple events, one of which will be a seed ball activity for kids. So essentially what that is kids put together a little ball to place at home that has like native flowers and seedlings in there that they can plant at home. So that will be taking place as well. And this is updated periodically to make sure that we're as up to date as possible. And we're also adding events pretty actively. For example, this one, which I think we put together in maybe a week or two, Lori, since we were in communication. But yeah, so these events also pop up on the website near the bottom, and it will be updated periodically.
very good.
Yeah.
Can you sign up for like emails from you guys?
Yes.
There'd be a form when
Yep.
when something's updated?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we actually have that at the end of the survey as well. So folks that are interested, they can provide their contact information.
Oh, okay.
But they're under no obligation to do so or required to do so. But if they like updates, they certainly can.
Good question.
Yeah. For sure.
Know what's going on. You get so many emails. So many emails that are made of them.
We'll try not to spam you too much though, right? So something I definitely wanted to speak with you folks because of your interest and expertise in biking and just pedestrian safety in general. We ran this activity at our previous MPC meeting to try and gather some more information about what folks are looking for in the master plan in terms of, for example, safety or pedestrian safety. So this is where we get to the conversation part, so feel free to chat. So basically I'll ask you these questions and we have this really cool interactive map that residents can go in and they can click on particular areas in town to highlight specific things that they...
And I did.
Yeah.
I did that, I just didn't do the survey.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a great way for residents to kind of showcase their interests as well as any ideas they have for improvements as well. So just looking right here, for example, we'll just go to Pope Park because it's close to the top. So we had a comment from someone to add another park and more amenities at Pope Park. So a resident can go in and make a suggestion there.
Yeah, I'll have to do the ones
I
we...
think I commented on this
I don't know, I know I
one
did.
time.
Sandy had shared that with us, but I haven't done it myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can kind of walk through it right now too. With that's kind of what the guiding questions are for. It's very location based. So I believe the first one. How the heck do I get back to it? 1 second.
Back arrow? No, I don't know.
Is that red car?
Oop, didn't
What
want
was
that.
Somebody's Volkswagen?
Oh, I see.
Back arrow. There we go. Who would have thought? So my first question to you folks, where in Acushnet do you, or have you heard, or you personally feel unsafe walking, driving, or biking?
Back roads.
Almost everywhere.
Everywhere?
Fulcrum Street, for one.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem is Acushnet roads are pretty narrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's very unnerving to ride on a back road, like for instance Perry Hill or
Hathaway Road.
Hathaway Road,
Yeah.
and have a car go by you with 60 miles an hour, 18 inches off your handlebars.
Now, is this specifically for biking or is it for walking?
Both.
Well,
So
well, there's no
Well,
there's no
no
sidewalk,
sidewalks, yeah.
Hathaway Road.
There's no sidewalks
There's
in
no,
almost the
there's
entire
very few
town.
sidewalks
Yeah.
in Acushnet anyway.
Yeah.
Just basically, I think really it's here, there's sidewalks,
Mhm.
and then down to,
The park.
What's
right
it-
after the park, right?
Yeah.
Just a couple of blocks after the park.
After the parking
ends.
stops,
Yeah.
the liquor store.
Yeah.
Right after the liquor store,
Right there,
yeah.
that's-
What's the road that they're redoing? Is it
Hamlin.
Hamlin Street.
Hamlin
No,
is
that's where it ends.
ends, Hamlin.
Hamlin, the
And then
rest is all
Hamlin is
country,
done, yeah.
all country roads.
You said Hamlin as well?
Hamlin Street, it ends at Hamlin.
They're gonna
Sidewalk?
repave Hamlin Street. Now, that's a question I have. Is there any way, maybe they can put paint some markings on there? I don't know.
It's not- Even Hamlin Street isn't very wide either. If you make
I
a bike,
haven't
if you
seen
make a
them.
bike path and paint it off, you're
No,
closing up.
I mean, they wouldn't be able to paint a path in, but they could paint sharrows that I think they just make people aware that there's bikes on the road. if there's nothing else that can be done. It's one way anyway.
Where
Yeah.
where is Hamlin Street in
It's
town?
off of Main Street.
Off of Main
They're
down.
just, it's closed right now, they just repaired the bridge, and I heard that they're gonna repave, they gotta repave the road before they can open it.
Is it north of Lake Street?
No, it's.
No,
It's south
before
south
that.
of Lake Street.
Right before Lake Street. Okay.
Yeah.
Right near the
Leonard,
park.
before Leonard.
Before Leonard. Yep, there's Leonard. I
So
see
should be
north
coming
Yeah,
out
it's way
Main
down.
It should be.
Perry Hill.
Nope.
No, a
No,
little
we're
further.
going the wrong way.
Oh, go wrong
No,
way.
no, you're
No, no,
going.
no,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
no, 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 no.
I got you. I got you. So south on Main
Right
Street.
there, Hamlin.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Looking for Hamlin Street.
So also no sidewalks, right?
No.
Sidewalks are about the only place you can ride in this area without worrying about getting killed.
Because of how narrow the roads are.
Yeah, well, yeah, and there are certain roads, like for instance, a lot of bikers don't like to ride on sidewalks. To me,
No, you're not
that's the
supposed to.
safest place there is.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, Belleville Avenue from Wood Street to Cogswell, great sidewalk, all the way, you know, there and back.
That's New Bedford.
Yeah.
You know, again, it's the safest way. Or if you have a painted breakdown lane, for instance, Middle Road has one.
Mm-hmm.
And also Acushnet Avenue out towards Freetown.
Yeah.
That's a good ride too, because that has a pretty wide breakdown.
Because of the breakdown lane. Okay.
That's one thing about Middle Road that we at least thought maybe like starting out between the library and the schools, having some kind of, some painting or some kind of something done.
Yeah, they
For
can
sure.
actually put the painted
And
bike
then-
path in there.
Or from like the center of town to Pope Park,
Mm-hmm.
which is not that far.
Because Pope is right on the Acushnet River, correct?
No, it's not.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of it's more like central north, right, of here?
Yeah.
Right up
Yeah.
here.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
right up
It's,
that
it's
way.
where you are, it's right there, right across from Hamlin almost.
Right here, right?
Yep.
Yep, gotcha. Okay, cool. So were there any other areas you guys wanted to highlight for like potentially is a little bit dangerous for walking?
I
and
think
biking?
Wing Road is bad because
Yes.
a lot of people walk, if you go there like this time of night, there's a lot of people walking their dogs and walking around and.
So right here, what Wing Road?
And there's
yeah.
no sidewalks anywhere on Wing Road.
No.
Say that 5 times
I
fast.
know.
That's a safe neighborhood to ride though, is John Street, James Street.
Yeah, once you get
up and
off,
down
you
those
cut
streets,
off.
yeah.
I crisscrossed them maybe
Yep.
5 times, you
Yep,
know, to
yep.
stay away from the
Yeah,
traffic.
I
Right.
know.
That's what I do over here for running, right? So I leave my house, and as soon as I get over here to, what is it, Peckham or whatever, I go up.
You go
And then
up.
I go up and
Yeah.
down all those, John and all
Those
those
side
roads,
streets.
because
Yeah.
you get a car once in a while, but you don't have non-stop traffic, so you're not playing dodgems.
No, at least you can be prepared if you see a car or
Right.
hear a
Yeah.
car behind you.
Right, right.
That's the problem with riding in the road, especially on the county roads or the back roads. You can't hear the vehicles coming,
Not all.
and all of a sudden this guy's right there, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
So I don't understand what people's heads when they do stuff like that.
yeah, I don't know.
They probably never rode a bicycle since they were
A lot of
kids.
people don't think. bikes
Well, I
are on the
think-
road.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I know for me, because I don't ride a bike, but I run, and sometimes I see people, so I run facing traffic, because I want to see them so I can dive if I need to.
Right.
And sometimes I'll see people looking right at me, and it's almost like they're annoyed that I'm even there. So they're like, I'm not moving, how dare you be on the street, you know, which I do belong on the street. That's where I should be to run, is along the curb.
Right.
You know, there's nowhere else for me to be.
Mhm.
So I think that's a part of it, is that there's sort of this attitude of go to the park or go someplace but don't be
Yeah,
on the
I've seen
streets.
comments lately that say, that's
Yeah.
why we have bike paths.
Right. So I think that's part of it, you know?
Yeah, but to get to the bike path, you gotta go all the way to the.
Yeah.
Of course.
We could use a safe route, and that's gonna be the South Main Street when that gets redone,
Yeah.
maybe,
That's what they,
in our
that's what they
dreams.
claim, right?
Yeah, so this was actually some of the mapping we have done is mapping out the sidewalks actually, and as you can see, it's very much localized to the town center and
Yep.
nowhere else. It was actually interesting. We took a walk down to the COA because we wanted to check out the Buzzards Bay Coalition trails behind there. I didn't know how far the walk was. We actually walked all the way from Town Hall down there. I think it took about 20 minutes or something like that. There were definitely parts of the, I think the sidewalk kind of like petered out and we had to walk on the close to the curb
Yeah.
for a couple minutes, which
Mhm.
big trucks going down there, it's a little scary, right? But yeah, even with sidewalks, right, it still feels a little dangerous in that particular area. But
Yeah, there was a cyclist got killed there.
oh, really?
Almost
In
2
front of
years
Did you
ago.
see that, did you see a bicycle
There's a
over there, the
ghost bike.
bike?
No, no.
Yeah, at the
At
Council
this-
on Aging, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
there's a ghost bike
In
there,
front.
we installed
How long ago was that?
last year.
A couple of years, no,
Well,
that
he
he died.
he was like 3 years ago, 2
2 or
years
3
ago.
years.
Gotcha.
And the bike was put in last year.
Where did he get hit, right on Main Street?
He was,
Right near the, yeah.
right at,
near-
because I couldn't
Yeah.
get
I
home.
didn't see it.
He was basically crossing on the sidewalk in front of the COA, and a truck turned in or out of the COA.
Turned into the
And
COA.
didn't see him and
Oh,
took him
jeez.
out. Yeah.
Well, I've been hit twice,
Mhm.
yeah, but I've been riding for 30 years. First time I got hit by a young girl who was on the phone,
Mhm.
Oh, those
right?
phones.
And I was crossing the street and I figured she'd see me. She
Mhm.
didn't pay any attention.
Mhm.
Hit me, I smacked the windshield, cracked it with my face.
Ooh,
But luckily enough, I didn't get really hurt too bad.
right.
Second time I was hit from behind and they never stopped.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, you're thinking, you know, you gotta be really careful where you're
You gotta have
going.
mirrors, you gotta have your mirrors on,
Well,
brother.
not only the mirrors, but you gotta be careful what roads you're using,
Yeah.
you know? Some
Right.
roads are, that's like Peckham Road. If you go up Cushion Avenue to Freetown and you come back and you wanna get on Middle Road, you gotta go down Peckham Road. Now, that's another dangerous street.
Yeah,
You
you
said-
can fly up and down that one,
Peckham.
Peckham.
yeah, Peckham.
And you said that's Freetown border?
It's up near the Freetown
No,
line.
man, it's New
Yeah.
Bedford side.
It's New Bedford, and then you come down and it goes into Acushnet.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Where do you live?
Taunton.
Hey, you know, something about Taunton, we went through there, played golf Wednesday. And on the way back, they're doing a heck of a job with downtown there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it is,
down
yeah.
there.
They're doing
Yeah.
a real, I'm impressed with that place. They
Mhm.
did, you know, instead of building a mall and killing downtown, they're fixing it all up.
Hey,
Mhm.
they've got that, I went to a concert up there in that building.
Mhm.
It used to be the court building.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what that is?
Is that right on the green?
That's past the green. It's got columns. It's the old court building. I forget what it's called, but they bought it, couple of guys bought it, they refurnished it, and they have concerts in there.
That's neat. As you can tell, I'm a recent mover to Taunton. I actually moved just in June, but I'll have to look into that. You said it was the court building?
It's the old court building,
Old
it's
court building.
fantastic. They
Gotcha.
have all these bands in there, these like 50s and 60s bands.
Yeah. All right,
So-
cool. I'll check that out.
But that's another bad road, Peckham.
Peckham. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, they're pretty much all bad roads.
Yeah, all your
I mean,
back roads.
And it's
Yeah.
not like, I mean, it's not like we expect to see sidewalks on all our back roads.
No, of course not, but
Yeah,
some
I
of
don't
the
think
main
you-
ones.
I don't think you're gonna see sidewalks
No,
anywhere.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to.
They're supposed to do Slocum Street over this year,
Yeah,
right?
and we were
Yeah.
just talking about that.
Yeah, we're just
Slocum
talking.
and
You
South
can't even,
Slocum.
you can't even walk on that sidewalk.
No.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, that's coming though.
Well, if we're gonna have we're gonna have a new street and new sidewalks. And have sidewalks.
They said something about at the meeting at the police station, they're gonna put curbs in.
They're gonna have
and-
curbs.
And parking spots, painted.
Oh, like
Painted, yeah.
street parking?
Yeah.
Like right on the road?
Well, they
Well,
have,
there's no
they
street,
park there
well,
now,
on that side,
but it's.
south side,
They'll
there's
probably have
parking.
parking on one
Should be
side.
the
One side,
sidewalk.
south side of the street.
Gotcha.
And then we're trying to get trees
Yes, right.
on the other
I
side.
don't know if they got enough money for that.
Well, we're gonna find the money. We're gonna find the money, and we're gonna try to do it.
I agree.
Because once those sidewalks are in, we'll never have any trees.
Right.
So that's
Well, they
key.
appointed, I think they said 1.8 million. I don't know if that'll be enough for trees.
Well, trees are cheap. We just planted,
Trees are
beautification committee just planted 4 this past fall. I got them for $25 a piece with my veterans discount at Home Depot.
Cool.
So they're beautiful, gonna be beautiful red maples.
Nice. Very nice.
Just circling back, are there any other particular areas that I should know in the map? And just to let you know, you guys have access to this as well. So if you think of anything after the meeting, feel free to populate the map.
Well, like she said before, just about every street.
Yeah.
It's true, though. I mean, the town is built back in the late 17, early 1800s,
Nice.
when it really came into Acushnet.
Nice.
And, you know, it was wagon
Oh, yeah,
tracks,
somebody-
you know.
And
I commented.
They weren't
on
gonna
that.
go through and make, city streets with sidewalks.
Mhm.
Another one that is a fairly busy and dangerous because it's narrow is Nice Lane.
Nicely. What part of town is
So
that?
that one would be
off of Middle Road,
yeah, off of Middle Road. So, yep, keep going.
Yeah.
You're
That's
gonna
near
have to go
White's
right-
Dairy,
I think-
right near the library.
I
Sure.
think somebody else
You
might
see-
have already put something
I
on there
did too.
besides you, yeah.
How close am I? Sorry.
Where are you? Are you in Middle? No, find Middle. You're on Main, so you need to, there you go. The other side of all that green should be Middle.
On the left. Oh yeah, I see middle right there.
Okay, so if you follow Middle down the other way.
Oh, north.
Yep, sorry.
No, you're good.
Keep going. Peckham. Keep going. Right, isn't it past Peckham?
yes, it
Yeah,
is,
so-
Yep,
yes.
yep.
North of Peckham.
No,
No,
no.
no,
it's
south-
No,
south-
no, no.
south of
South of Peckham. Okay.
Yeah.
South of Peckham.
South of Peckham.
What was the name of it again?
Nice.
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 Nice. Okay.
It's near, I don't know if the
Can't see.
library is
Yeah.
marked on there, but it's near the library. And it runs
It is.
through to.
Well,
What was-
Hamlin, if
what
you
was
go
the
back
name
to
of this-
Hamlin Street, it's not far
It's
from
a-
Hamlin.
What was the name of the
White's
school?
Dairy.
Maria's S. Howard?
No, yeah.
Before,
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
Because I went there.
White's Dairy.
Seventh grade.
Why do we-
Oh, yeah. Someone did do knives already. This is
Yeah,
it right here, right?
Yep.
Someone wrote all of Knives Lane.
Yeah, I think a lot of
That's
people
my
walk on
comment.
it, too.
There you go. Shout out. There you go. But yeah, if you guys can't think of anything else right now, like I said, we'll get this sent over to you. Feel free to take a look. And it doesn't just have to be transportation as well, because you're all Acushnet residents, correct? So anything topic based, like we've been talking about, so like economic development, like if you want a particular new business in town or something like that, or if you want a new park, definitely feel free to post on that. And I'm sure a lot of your neighbors may have posted about some of this stuff already too. So feel free to like give their comment a like, just to like.
Oh, you can do that too.
Yeah, I have a couple of comments, yeah.
Yeah, because it's good for us, because if we see those likes, we know a lot of people are agreeing about it, right? So definitely draws attention for us to it. And in terms of prospective new bike lanes or bike trails, is there anything in particular that you guys want us to be aware of in terms of like future projects or anything like that?
The trouble is dollars and cents.
We're discounting that right now, pun intended.
If we could, right?
Yeah.
If we
It's a
could.
dream, yeah, it's a dream
Yeah.
right now, but.
So
I mean, one of the things, right, is South Main is supposed to be redone, and reportedly there will be shared access on that. So I don't know if you all play a part in making sure that happens.
Yeah, but South Main is state, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a state highway,
I
so.
know.
yeah, we don't.
It's not gonna have any say on what goes on there.
Yeah, we don't include specific goals and strategies aside from like working with MassDOT on things like that, because this document won't really have that much teeth into that particular
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
But if it were to change, like if ownership changed or something to the town, that would.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot to maintain, so that makes sense why
Well,
you guys.
and there's major trucks there, so
Yeah.
the road is, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're coming out of PJ Keating, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my neighbor.
I think at the MPC meeting, Lori, correct me if I'm wrong, a bike trail from Fairhaven had been brought up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the selectmen brought it up, I think.
Okay.
That I'd like to see, and talked about, because I think we were talking about the little park down there near the river.
By the river,
And
yeah.
they're saying something about extending that somehow, that little walk,
Mhm.
maybe,
Yeah.
But
so.
that's still what? Third of a mile, if that.
Yeah, but just trying to find a way, to extend it. And actually, I'm not sure if it's which organization has, they're working on getting a bike route from Fall River to New Bedford. And right now, they almost got the funding they need to have a bike path put on the side of, in New Bedford. It's on the old Fall River Road that goes behind the airport.
Oh, okay.
And that's gonna connect to, where, almost near where the new train station is in that area.
Mhm.
And then they come through Acushnet into, by Main Street,
Mhm.
the regular Main Street, you know,
The north
just regular, off,
Yeah, yeah.
off Tacken Hill into Main Street.
Right.
And I think their route goes down South Main, so we thought, well, maybe if they did put some kind of little path, because that could take you away from the center of Acushnet,
Right.
go from, to Slocum near you, and if there
And
was,
then
say, a
cut
little
over.
path, and then came out somewhere else further down on one of the side streets, I
It'd
don't
be
know.
nice to be able to get something to connect us with, like
Fairhaven.
Path and Fairhaven.
Yeah.
Even,
right,
that's what we
yeah.
were talking about.
Because
Yeah.
Alden Road is all marked already, so.
Yeah, but getting, Alden Road, I've done that Alden Road ride to get to the bike path, and the
Right.
problem is crossing Route 6.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you
Right.
gotta, there's,
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
there are other ways I go by. You can go through Fairhaven and cross over where the
Further
school
down.
is, yeah,
Mhm.
this East Fairhaven
Yep.
School.
Adams Street.
There's other ways,
If
yeah,
that- You go down Adams Street.
but
It's
anyway,
easier
But
there
you-
because
we'd
you
we'd
have
like
all
to
of
see
that.
that connect,
Yeah.
somehow connect to the bike path
Someday.
somehow.
I don't mean to interrupt the conversation, but where maybe geographically on the map do you kind of like aspirationally you would like to see that potentially take place? So like I could just like put a marker down on here and put a comment down.
Oh, it'd be down the bottom of Slocum, right?
But-
Yeah, yeah,
Theoretically.
It's on-
Well, the
It's-
best route now would probably be go to the bottom of Slocum to Belleville Avenue sidewalk to Cogsall sidewalk
Yeah, but
to.
that's-
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah, we don't wanna go that, we wanna
It's
go
pushing
this
it.
way.
Yeah, but all right, but sidewalk up Cogsall to, you can go through the lights and then you end up on Alden Road.
no, they already have it marked out, and they're coming through Acushnet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
When is that
I'll
gonna
get-
take place, did they say?
well, they're working on it right now. They're trying to get the rest of the funding for that path that's gonna go along Old Fall River Road, so,
That'd be nice.
yeah.
Mhm.
They're close to it too,
Yeah.
from what I heard, so. But so that, yeah,
Yeah, so
that's
it'd be
the
the bottom of
Slocum.
Slocum and then
Yeah.
behind.
Would it be adjacent to the river?
Yep.
or is it-
Yeah, right
Yeah,
back
would
there.
follow along the
It's
river.
kind of where, because I went back there and walked through where the Keating.
The trail's there?
Trail, yeah.
Yeah.
To see what was back there, and it's nice back there,
It's
but.
tipland back there.
Yeah. Oh, it's very
It's,
very scenic.
um,
Yeah.
But there's that
The wire
I don't know if
inspector,
it's
right?
National Grid or whatever
Yeah.
owns some of that, because they have path driving.
I think it runs
Yeah.
north to south, right?
Yeah.
Right along the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the trails they eventually were buffered by the power lines. I think, right? And you can like see across the river, but you couldn't make it
Yeah,
completely to shore.
there's a little fence there.
Mm-hmm. I'll just say Buzzards Bay Coalition properties back here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Sherry, how's the new job doing?
It's very busy.
She's gonna leave in like 5, 7,
Right now.
8 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
No, no, I gotta leave by 1:15.
Oh, quarter, okay.
Yes.
All right, pop that back there. Anywhere else in town that you potentially might want to see, like an expansion of biking infrastructure or sidewalks?
Like we said before, the whole town.
All the back roads, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, we've talked a lot about Middle Road, right? Because Middle
Yeah.
Road, the schools are there.
mhm.
There's, you know, there's several sort of main access roads to Middle Road.
Yep.
Middle Road itself is really probably the only wide
Yeah,
street
it has
in
the,
town.
has the breakdown.
Most of it,
You
yeah.
know, so that is a space.
But that ends up just past the schools.
Yes, it does, it narrows
Because
down.
when you get to the bottom of Peckham Road to
Yep.
Middle Road, there's no, that's a bad area.
Right, it
too.
narrows right down, but at least like the town part, where it's more congested,
Mhm.
if we had a shared space or some sort of a marking there.
Shared use path.
Yeah,
mhm.
So-
yes, yes, because that, and then maybe that would get families to bring their kids to school, or, you know,
And they go
felt safer.
into the library
Right.
too,
Right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But after it does, it narrows right down to, I'm not even sure it's 2-car wide.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll make sure to send this over to Lori and she'll share it with you folks. Like I said, feel free to peruse the map. Definitely take the survey. Very important that you guys do that. And anyone that asks questions about it, I have my business card in that packet there. So feel free to give them my contact information. I'd be more than happy to talk with
Great.
folks about this. And I don't mean to hold you guys any longer. If you had any questions for me, definitely now's a good time.
I
I guess.
appreciate it. What, so when you send her, you're gonna send the actual link?
I'll send whatever you guys
I'll
want
put,
right
I'll put
now.
it in here, so that way there, when it's posted, the link will be in there as well.
For sure. So I'll make sure to send the website. You guys have the survey links already, I think, on the little handout
Okay.
that's on there.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll make sure to send the story map too. So that's this document here, this working document here that has like some of the mapping. We also talked through some of the, because we already ran a survey in town to like kind of kick off the project and get a good idea of what folks are interested in. We have a kind of summary of the results of that as well, if that piques you guys' interest. So I'll be sure to spam you guys with a lot of info from what's been accomplished so far. And like I said, if you guys have any questions after this meeting, feel free to let me know. I'd like to think I'm punctual with answering emails or calls. So yeah. Any questions?
No, thank you.
No, I don't have any, no.
Well,
It's very informative.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, thanks for the time again. I really appreciate it. I think this is what we were looking for with the last MPC.
Yeah.
So I hope that
Eric
you have
was
some.
there at that, oh, you were too, I was at the
Yeah, I
last
was there.
meeting, they didn't run
Where?
very well, the
No.
master plan meeting.
Oh, at the
They
police
didn't talk
station?
too much about the plan.
I think this is the kind of vibe we were trying to do at
Yeah,
that.
hopefully tonight.
Smaller groups.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, keeping it conversational is a little bit easier. That way, people feel like they're more comfortable like talking in a setting like this. So, but yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions, I'll definitely get that information to you in the next. I'll probably do it when I get home, so I don't forget. But keep an eye out for that. Definitely.
Okay.
Okay, Christopher, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you very much.
So,
Wow, very good.
I guess that's it for today.
No new
No new
business?
business. Only thing, our May meeting, when is that? Do you remember the date?
Yep, May 8th.
Okay, because I thought it might be the same day as the master plan meeting they wanted us to go to, but that's, is it May 18th, Chris, the next meeting with the open space master plan that they asked us to go to? I think it's the 18th of May.
Double check the timeline on that.
Yeah, I think we're okay. If it's May 8th, then I don't think that's the day, but if it is, I'll let you know.
I know we have the open space and rec topic focus. That's May 8th. We also have the
Okay.
natural and cultural resources. That's the one in April. I wasn't sure which one you
So
were.
it is May 8th?
I think it's May 8th that they asked us to open space one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want us to change this one now?
We're gonna have to reschedule our meeting.
Okay, let's do that right now before these,
Yeah.
because it's,
The week after's fine for me, if anybody else
Okay, all right.
would need a.
that would be the 15th. Let me just check my work, because that's what I did this time, is I didn't look, and I double booked.
Sorry, I'm just gonna steal the rest of these.
Sure.
You got one as well.
Yep.
Thanks.
Okay, what we doing for May?
May 15th,
May
you,
15th.
are you open?
Yeah,
Because May 8th, we
May
go.
15th. Yeah.
all right, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you guys. It was nice
Okay,
meeting
all right,
you.
Chris, thank you. Thank you, buddy.
All right, meeting, motion to adjourn,
Yes, can I have
Yes.
a motion to adjourn?
motion made,
Second.
all in
All right.
favor?
Aye.
All in favor?